Mark Kane, Snow Savage. This is Live at 5.
No, it's not.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live at 4. Today starts our trip down memory lane for you.
Friday, last day here.
Now, Snow Savage was your anchor on Live at 5 in the 80s,
1984 we started.
1984.
January 1st, 1984.
I always thought and think that's the best name in television, Snow Savage.
It's a direct translation of her native language.
Yeah.
So.
And where is she today?
I think she is in Santa Fe.
Wow.
Last time we talked.
Now, she was your first co-anchor.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And your
second
other well-known one is going to be our guest tomorrow on Live at 4.
Beth Zerbachen.
Yeah, I can't wait.
The ladies of my life.
Yeah, yes.
Well, we'll continue today, shall we?
Yes, let's do that.
Here's what's making news this Wednesday. Just as we finish digging out from yesterday's storm, there's another big storm headed our way.
Strong advice for pregnant women in our state: get the RSV vaccine to protect newborns.
And Hunter Biden makes a surprise visit to Capitol Hill as the GOP takes a first step to hold him in contempt. Let's take a look outside. Taking advantage of the snow and the arboretum.
And it's nice because it's not too cold yet to do that. Next week, it'll be hard to take advantage of it.
And this snow is great for this kind of activity because it's so hard. But more snow on the way.
Not the wrong font there.
See, it says more snow on the way on the bottom.
Right.
Lucky I'm retiring. Jacob's in the backyard. Another big storm coming on Friday.
Yeah, we're going to see possibly even more snow as we head into Friday than we did with yesterday's system. Now, we are expecting to see much more blowing and drifting snow with this system, which could create some whiteout conditions at times. This snow will be a lot more powdery and fluffy, which will allow it to blow around a lot more. It's not going to be as heavy, so that's the good news, but the visibilities will be significantly reduced at times. And our entire area is under a winter storm watch. Right now, it just says for Friday morning through Saturday morning. No specific times have been given just yet, but we are expected to see over 6 inches for our entire area. Now, as we look at the current radar, we did have some flurries for the western portions of our area a little bit earlier. Actually, it looks like it just recently dissipated. But as we look further out, we do have a small system moving through tonight that could produce some lighter accumulation. So looking at future track, the snow will enter our area later this evening and continue, especially during the early overnight hours. Could be moderate at times, but I want to be clear, this is not the alert day. The alert day is for Thursday night and Friday. This is just an additional round of snow that we could possibly be seeing tonight. So it should occur mostly during the overnight hours, and by sunrise tomorrow morning, only some lingering flurries are expected with fairly dry conditions by the time we get to the afternoon. Total accumulation from this system will only be about 1 to 2, maybe up to 2 to 4 inches for a few locations. So if you see snow tomorrow morning, just remember, that's not the alert day. That's just an additional snow that we're going to see in between our two storms. I'll talk more in detail about Friday's storm coming up in just a little bit.
And then bitter cold.
Yes, it's going to be easily the coldest weather of the week, of the season, rather, next week. I'll have more details on that later.
We were just talking about possibly a snowless winter. Well, we jinxed ourselves big time.
That didn't happen.
Thank you, Jacob. First at 4, the city of Madison has extended the snow emergency declaration through at least tonight.
That means that alternate side parking rules will remain in effect citywide. Vehicles parked on city streets overnight should park in front of odd-numbered houses between 1 a.m. and 7 a.m. Violators face a $60 fine and could be towed, resulting in an additional $150 fee. Because of the snow emergency, you can park in city-owned parking ramps downtown for free, starting at 9 p.m., but you have to be out by 7 in the morning. You will be charged for the time that your car spends in the ramp before 9 or after 7.
A powerful winter storm brought wicked winds and heavy rain to the East Coast. Rain and wind punished the region overnight, inundating dozens of communities. The storm spawned serious floods in New York and New Jersey and impacted other northeastern states at a time of year when snow would typically cause concern. More bad weather for them, just like us, is on the way. As the cleanup begins, another wet and windy washout is in the forecast. announced for Friday. Well, with widespread RSV cases on the rise across Wisconsin, the Department of Health Services is encouraging pregnant Wisconsinites to get the RSV vaccine.
Our Catherine Merck spoke with the state's health professionals about what they say is crucial protection for babies.
As of today, more than 1,400 people in Wisconsin have been hospitalized with RSV this season. Of those people, 580 are under the age of 2. Information from the DHS states that the RSV vaccine can be given to people between 32 and 36 weeks pregnant, which can help protect newborns until they're 6 months old. The vaccine was approved for use in 2023 and is safe and effective, but there's been a slow uptick in people getting the vaccine. That's something the department wants to change based on the successful research.
It decreases the risk of severe disease by about 82% up to 90 days, and it goes to about 70% after 180 days. So these have real tangible results that protect the infant.
On a press Zoom call this afternoon, officials with the department said this is the second year that COVID, RSV, and the flu are all circulating at all levels. That makes getting the vaccine even more important to protect people from serious illnesses.
Catherine, thank you. A task force put together by Wisconsin Assembly Speaker Robin Vos introduced a number of bills today focusing on fighting human trafficking.
Our Kyle Pozorski joins us with the specifics on what they hope to accomplish. Kyle?
It was in August of last year when this bipartisan task force of 13 lawmakers was assembled. The 11 bills introduced this morning hope to address a number of common human trafficking offenses. They include establishing a statewide human trafficking council, funding for a nonprofit victim support organizations, as well as introducing penalties for soliciting prostitution. Part of that last bill includes the chance for offenders to reduce their sentence by taking sex addiction education courses.
Not only that there are going to be penalties you have to deal with, but here is the component. We want to really help you get your thinking straight so you're not taking advantage of other people.
That's Chairman O'Connor of Fond du Lac speaking. He went on to say that putting in place these bills will make a trafficker think twice. It's the lawmakers' hope to increase awareness of the issue while imposing tougher punishments.
Kyle, thank you. America's top diplomat is continuing his trip around the Middle East. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas to discuss the future of Gaza. U.S. officials are hoping the Palestinian Authority will rebuild and rule Gaza when the war ends. Later today, Blinken flew to the Gulf nation of Bahrain in a push to prevent a wider war in the Middle East.
There is a clear and better vision for what the future can bring. There are countries that are committed to try to help deliver it. The United States is one of them.
Secretary of State Blinken told Palestinian leaders that Washington supports tangible steps toward the creation of a Palestinian state.
House Republicans held their first impeachment hearing for Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. They accuse him of opening the border, making the country less safe. Republicans say Mayorkas has neglected his duties. Democrats say Republicans are using the impeachment hearing to attack the Biden administration's border policies, which Mayorkas is in charge of.
You cannot impeach a cabinet secretary because you don't like a president's policies. That's not what impeachment's for.
Secretary Mayorkas has brazenly refused to enforce the laws passed by Congress and enacted policies that knowingly make our country less safe.
In the history of the country, only one secretary has ever been impeached. Even if the House does impeach Mayorkas, Democrats in the Senate are unlikely to convict him. This just in, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie has dropped out of the presidential sweepstakes. We'll have more on that coming up at 5.
Meanwhile, there were some fireworks on Capitol Hill today after Hunter Biden made a surprise appearance at a hearing of the House Oversight Committee.
The committee is weighing whether or not to hold the president's son in contempt of Congress. Natalie Bren has more.
Mr. Biden, you plan on testifying today?
Surrounded by cameras, Hunter Biden and his lawyers showed up at a meeting of the Republican-controlled House Oversight Committee Wednesday.
The question there is, what are they afraid of?
The Oversight Committee is one of two committees moving forward with contempt charges against Hunter Biden for refusing to comply with a congressional subpoena to testify behind closed doors.
Hunter Biden's willful refusal to comply with the committee's subpoenas is a criminal act.
But Democrats pointed out that the president's son has repeatedly said he is willing to testify in public.
He has materially, substantially, in good faith complied with what your requests were.
The committees want Hunter Biden's testimony as part of an impeachment inquiry into President Biden. The months-long investigation has not found direct evidence of wrongdoing by the president, but Republicans continue to press their case.
Our investigation has produced significant evidence suggesting President Biden knew of, participated in, and benefited from his family's cashing in on the Biden name.
GOP lawmakers blasted the president's son's appearance as theater.
This is just a PR stunt to you. This is just a game.
Democrats countered that several Republicans ignored subpoenas from the January 6th House Select Committee.
Here is the subpoena to Jim Jordan, who did not comply.
Hunter Biden walked out of the hearing just as Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene began to speak. She had displayed explicit photos of him during a committee meeting last summer. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Hunter Biden is already under a special counsel investigation. He's set to appear in federal court in California tomorrow to face tax charges. He also faces charges related to his purchase of a handgun in 2018.
Well, the nominations are out for this year's Screen Actors Guild Awards, which honor the best performance in movies and television. Once again, Barbie and Oppenheimer are going up against each other. They're both nominated for outstanding performances by a cast in a motion picture, along with American Fiction, The Color Purple, and Killers of the Flower Moon. Issa Rae, who starred in both Barbie and American Fiction, was giddy as she announced the nominations on Instagram Live, along with actor Kamal Nanjiani.
Congratulations to my peers. This is phenomenal. Congratulations to the fellow nominees. Kamal, we did it.
Hey, man, congratulations to you. You got nominated twice.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
On the television side, the nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Comedy Series are Abbott Elementary, Barry, The Bear, Only Murders in the Building, and Ted Lasso. On the dramatic side, the nominees are The Crown, The Gilded Age, The Last of Us, The Morning Show, and Succession. I've watched all of them.
I need to watch a lot more of them. I've watched more of the drama ones than the comedy ones, yeah.
Well, when we come back, Dr. Zorba Pastor is here.
He's talking about the benefits and potential pitfalls, Mark, of retirement.
How timely.
That's coming up when Live at 4 continues.
Hey, Packers fans, how about celebrating the Packers season in a new 2023 Chevy Colorado Trail Boss? Hey, kick off your winning season with Quick Rewards Packers Points, only from Quick Trip. For every $1 you spend with Quick Rewards, you'll earn a Packers Point. Then with your Quick Rewards app, spend points for your chance to win amazing prizes throughout the season. Your winning season starts at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards Packers Points. See QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes for details.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on January 11th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Get ready, Madison. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week is here. Over 40 restaurants will showcase 3-course meals from $30 with 15 restaurants serving lunch. Plus, enjoy the perfect pairings with wine and more from E&J Gallo. Check our online guide on MadisonMagazine.com to see which places offer takeout and dine-in. Save the dates, January 22nd through the 26th. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week, where good times and great meals come together. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and supporting sponsor, Roth Cheese.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
You were always so dedicated. We worked hard to build up the shop, save for college and our retirement. But we got there thanks to our advisor and Vanguard. Now I see who all that hard work was for. It was always for you. Seeing you carry on our legacy, I'm so proud.
At Vanguard, you're more than just an investor, you're an owner, setting up the future for the ones you love. That's the value of ownership.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on January 11th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
Mark Kane, congratulations on an amazing career. You are a legend. I loved working with you and Beth, producing Live at 5, some of the best years ever, especially when we took the show on the road. Enjoy your retirement. I'm honored to call you a friend.
Wow, Mark Kane retiring. One of the things I've always appreciated so much about Mark is he's such a genuine person. And, you know, no ego involved. The story was always about the story and never him. His humility really shone through. And with that, you gain trust. He was an easy person to trust and to listen to. Mark, I wish you the best. Boy, you've put in your time. You've been such a fixture in Madison. And, you know, maybe it's time to start growing the retirement beard.
Oh, those are such nice words. Michael Freilich, by the way, is in Miami now.
Yes, I saw Michael a few years ago when I was with he and his wife. We had a blast.
Yeah.
So he's a good guy. He's one of the good ones. He's from Madison.
That's right. That's right. And thank you, Joe. And we've got a lot more messages. Don't start crying yet. We've got a lot more messages for you.
Well, the UW men's basketball team is facing Ohio State tonight in Columbus.
It was a loss to the Buckeyes in the Big Ten tournament last season that bumped the Badgers, as you remember, out of contention for a spot in the NCAA tournament. Ohio State was thought to be a top contender in this year's Big Ten season. They're 12-3 so far, while the Badgers are 11-3. But Wisconsin is also ranked number 15 in the AP poll, something senior Tyler Wall told our Zach Hanley during a taping of the Wisconsin Huddle, that tonight's game tops any thoughts about where they stand.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's always nice to get the national recognition from the AP poll and all that stuff. But we can't let that really get into us. We got to focus on what we got ahead. We got Ohio State next. And like we said earlier, taking it day by day.
The Badgers' next game is Saturday against the Northwestern Wildcats, and you can hear more from Tyler Wall on the Wisconsin Huddle program that airs Friday night at 6:30.
Stocks closed higher on the eve of new inflation numbers being announced tomorrow. The Dow Industrials added 170 points. The NASDAQ gained 111. The S&P 500 tacked on almost 27 points.
Well, as most of you know by now, Friday is Mark's last day.
It is.
Here at News 3. And
news to me.
His retirement starts on Saturday.
And lucky for me, some new research shows that retiring early could actually lengthen your life.
Dr. Zorba Pastor knows a thing or two about this. Hello,
That's
Zorba.
Right. Good to be here.
You're partly retired now.
That's right. I have a hobby practice, but really, when I first started retiring, the real issue is time. Like all of a sudden, you have more time, and it takes a while to figure out exactly what you're doing. So I've got some medical suggestions, scientifically based.
Words of wisdom.
Well, yeah, words of some wisdom. That's what I don't believe with. Number one, physical health. You've got to take care of yourself physically. You know, in terms of exercise, getting out and doing things, very, very important.
That's at the top of my list, to go to the gym more.
That's number one. Number two is mental health. What are you going to do in terms of look at all the stuff that you do every day with reading, deciding what's going to be on the show. So you've got to keep your mind active in some way because all of a sudden you've got extra space there. And then the next thing is what are you going to do sort of spiritually, things that you want to do that nourish your heart and your soul. I think that's an important thing. There may be things that you haven't thought about. So I got a whiteboard when I was at home, and I put on a whiteboard what I wanted to do to try to figure out exactly a way to sort of order it. And then the final thing is you've got more space. What are you going to do with your space and your time? You know, it makes a difference.
And it's a road unexplored at this point.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And what are you going to do? I said, well, I don't know. I think something will find me.
Yeah, 100%. The other thing is don't commit yourself to too much. That was advice somebody gave me. They said, don't commit to too much. Space will fill out. You'll find things that you want to do. Give it space and be comfortable in the fact that you have blank space. And things do fill up in what you want to do because there are things that you've never thought about that may come to the forefront.
And give it time. You don't have to have all the answers on Saturday.
You know, got to get the car wash? Well, that takes care of that's Tuesday for me.
But it is interesting because there is a lot of research that shows if you retire a little earlier,
right, that you
it
actually
extends
live longer.
your life.
Totally, 100%. Because, you know, you've got the strength and the agility to do things. There are things that you want to do that you can do now. And 5 and 10 years down the line, you may not be able to do it. And then it's the reduction of regret. Why didn't I do this when I could have done it? And now that you're retiring, there are things you can do that are good.
You can take back-to-back cruises.
I was just going to say that. That's actually what I was going to say. Besides cruising all year round, you could be on those year-round cruises and blow everything you have in your retirement account.
It's cheaper than a nursing home.
It's to be on a cruise?
Because your food's paid for, your lodging's paid for.
Oh,
interesting. Now,
that's wonderful.
Don't get sick.
Yeah.
Zorba, you and Mark have traveled a really long road together.
Yes,
we actually have some video that shows this. Let's take a look. Here you are. On live.
Oh my goodness.
Look at you, Tiger Meat.
Look at my, wow.
And you were actually my personal doctor.
Right.
Way back when.
That's right.
The company changed insurance plans and I had to move along.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. So I know you on a personal basis. That's right, exactly.
Have you always had a mustache, Zorba?
I've had a mustache since I was born. I was born with a mustache. That's right. My mother came out. She said, look at this. He must be a boy. He's got a mustache.
So it helps you to still have your foot wet a little bit?
Yes, I want to continue to do things that I find are value and of value to society. So you want to think about things. You want to think about where your skill set is and you want to apply it to other things because I think that gives you a meaningful life. It's not just through work and friends, which you have a lot here, but you've given a lot of meaning to the people of Wisconsin from the work that you've done journalistically, and you want to continue that in some way because that's your skill set and you're really, really, really good at it.
Well, thank you. Such kind words. You know, when I was growing up, 65, everybody retired at 65. Well, I'm going to be 68, so I consider it old.
Right. Yeah, yeah, but it's not old.
We're talking about retiring early.
Yeah. It's not old. Remember, it was 65. We have gained 10 years of life since you were a kid. I mean, that's basically it. So 68 is not old. People live much, much longer. And you're a young 68, really. You're a young 68. So you got to keep on trucking.
Thank you, my friend.
Just do things.
Thank you.
It's hard to believe this is going to be your last broadcast together.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you were able to be here today.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, still to come, we'll meet another doctor whose retirement plans didn't quite work out.
Our traveler throwback story tonight is coming up after Jacob's First Warn forecast.
Your energy bills have never been higher, up 30 to 60% depending on how you heat your home. Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. We can help lower your energy bills and make your home more cozy. It starts with a visit by our Dr. Energy Saver team. We'll pinpoint your problem areas and show you how we can help. And now's the time to call. With 75% off installation labor, financing for 60 months, and a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call them now because this doctor makes house calls.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this new year. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swabs 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands that helps you get the most for your money so you can be any traveler you want to be. You could be a free hot breakfast hero at a comfort hotel. Yes! That's how you waffle! A romantic weekend escaper at a Cambria hotel. Or Mr. Get the Party Started. Hey! Be a pool lounger. Or a big room relaxer. With 22 brands and the best value for your money, Choice Hotels has a stay for any you. Book direct at choicehotels.com, where travels come true. Gotta get the corners.
Well, take a look at this. The largest cruise ship in the world, and Royal Caribbean's new Icon of the Seas docked at its new home today in Port Miami. The 1,198-foot ship has 2,805 cabins, can hold up to 5,610 guests, and a crew of 2,350. The enormous 20-deck vessel has 7 swimming pools with 6 water slides. Royal Caribbean claims the ship has the tallest waterfall, tallest water slide, and largest water park at sea. Those on board will be able to enjoy a host of exciting features, including 8 neighborhoods and 40 or so different bars and dining options. Icon of the Seas maiden voyage from Miami set for January 24th. The first sailing is sold out.
Yes, but that might be a sign.
8
there, Mark.
neighborhoods? Yeah,
How does that work?
And 40 restaurants?
40 bars and restaurants.
How does that float?
It's sister ship. They have, it's like Central Park. They have a replica of Central Park in New York on the ship.
Really? I know. I can't
Too many
even,
people.
I can't even
That's
wrap my head
10,000 people. That's the size of Verona.
Yeah.
Floating down.
They could squeeze you on there, I think.
Yeah, I think we all need a cruise right about now. This is getting
we got a big another big
This
storm
system
coming.
has really accelerated over the last 12 to 24 hours. It very, very well, maybe worse than yesterday. I'll have the full forecast coming up.
These are the faces that smile so wide at the friends and staff who are by their side, where life is lived with a feeling of pride on every bump of life's great ride that comes from the care that sweetens the air that lives in the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community, independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living built with the help of angels.
Brothers Maine has been family-owned since 1938. Some of us were born into this family, and others chose to join through the years. Now, we know you can't replace family, but you can replace appliances, and Brothers Maine is here for you when one breaks down. Our in-house team has delivered ranges to washers to refrigerators to hectic households in a pinch, oftentimes the next day. Just because an appliance breaks down doesn't mean you have to. We're not big box, we're Brothers Maine, and we want you to feel like family here.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This new year is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Alert day conditions are expected Thursday night through Saturday morning, and when the storm is all set and done, we look to see about 6 to 10 inches of accumulations, and it is possible that number could be higher. The difference between this system and yesterday's system is we're going to see a lot more blowing and drifting snow, which could cause some whiteout conditions at times. The snow is going to be a lot lighter, and the winds are also going to be heavier, which will allow that snow to really blow around. So I want to talk about the snow for tonight first. Going to move in during the late evening, could last for a few hours, especially during the early overnight hours. Likely going to clear out of our area by the time we get to sunrise, but we could see about 1 to 3, maybe up to 4 inches of snow. But this is not why we put out the alert day. That is for Thursday night through Saturday morning. So dry Thursday evening, and here comes that snowfall. Likely going to enter our area Thursday night into early Friday, and Friday will be very similar to yesterday, where we see widespread snow throughout the entire day. Now, as we get into Friday night, the snow is expected to continue, and this system, it looks like the snow will last a bit longer into the night Friday and possibly into early Saturday. We may even see some lingering flurries for Saturday afternoon, but we're not going to see a lot of accumulation on Saturday, but we are going to expect to see a lot of blowing and drifting snow. Now, just before the show, me and Alex got together and we came up with this accumulation forecast, and we believe the possibility of over 10 inches is there, especially for Madison and areas just to the south, right around the Illinois border. The biggest reason why this accumulation looks to be a bit higher for this system is because that snow is light. It allows it to accumulate a lot faster. But even you folks in La Crosse are going to see around 6 to 10 inches, a little bit less as you go closer towards Eau Claire and Minneapolis. But it looks like this system is putting a target right on southern Wisconsin, and the models have really accelerated over the last 12 hours. So this is definitely going to be possibly a pretty big storm, possibly bigger than yesterday. Now, as I've been talking about, we're going to see some pretty windy conditions as well. Minor wind gusts for tomorrow, but then as we get to Friday morning, we are going to see the wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour, then up to 40 miles per hour during the afternoon. But Friday evening will be the windiest time, where we could see wind gusts up to 45 to 50 miles per hour. Friday evening is likely going to be a complete whiteout conditions for a few hours. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some blizzard warnings be put into effect. We're likely going to see blizzard-like conditions at times. And then as we get to Saturday morning, we're going to continue to see some gusty winds, but it will improve throughout the day on Saturday. Now, as the snow clears out, we have another alert day for all of next week because it is going to remain cold throughout the entire week. Low temperatures could be below zero every single day, and the wind chills will likely get into the -20s at times. So here's a look at the high temperature forecast. We're going to have highs in the single digits from Sunday all the way through Saturday, maybe getting close to the double digits on Friday, but well below the average high of 27. And as we look at the wind chill forecast, it's really going to get bad starting Sunday morning with dangerously low wind chills in the -teens. And then Monday morning will likely be the coldest morning of the week with wind chills in the -20s, possibly close to -30 Monday morning. And then for Tuesday, it will be ever so slightly improved, but still going to be in the -teens. And really every morning going forward through the end of the week, we will see the wind chills in the -teens. So winter is here, and it is coming with a big punch right into southern Wisconsin. One round of snow yesterday, a lighter round tonight. And as I mentioned, Friday, it does look like it could be worse than yesterday, especially with that wind. Friday evening is going to just be white everywhere because with the blowing snow and the falling snow, and then after that comes the temperature.
Yeah,
so
the blowing, the lighter snow, the blowing will make a big difference. And
prepare tomorrow. I can't say for sure about school closures, but just prepare tomorrow for the possibility of a snow out again on Friday, possibly even worse than yesterday.
Great. I quit.
Last day. Yeah. The weather's sad to see you go.
Yes, please send us a picture of you in your jammies on the couch.
Right. I'll be here Friday.
You're retiring a day early, right?
Yeah, that's it.
No, you're not.
All right, coming up next, what happens when retirement doesn't work out? It's a traveler throwback story.
And then coming up next hour at 5, political reporter Will Keneally is in Des Moines tonight. He'll have a preview of tonight's GOP debate between Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis. That's coming up at the top of the hour.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-914-3131 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-914-3131. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-914-3131. Call now.
Your energy bills have never been higher, up 30 to 60% depending on how you heat your home. Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. We can help lower your energy bills and make your home more cozy. It starts with a visit by our Dr. Energy Saver team. We'll pinpoint your problem areas and show you how we can help. And now's the time to call. With 75% off installation labor, financing for 60 months, and a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now because this doctor makes house calls.
New at 5, all eyes are on the coming winter storm Friday. News 3 Now checks out how the homeless population is handling the wind and cold temperatures that are on the way.
Light snow tonight, then all eyes on a winter storm that could bring heavy snow and significant blowing and drifting, followed by an extended period of bitter cold. I have all the alert day condition details at 5.
And ahead at 6, Wisconsin battles a surge in RSV cases. Find out why DHS is encouraging pregnant women to get the vaccine. Plus, what protective measures you should take. That's tonight at 6.
Hey, Mark, congratulations. I just wanted to take a minute before I get on the air here and congratulate you on such a fantastic career. Let's think about it. How many people can say that they've been in the same place literally for decades? I think that's a real feather in your hat. The audience absolutely adores you. Isn't that what we all really want? And now you get to sail off into the sunset. You get to decide when the alarm clock goes off, where you want to be. You don't have to worry about weekends anymore. I am very jealous. Salute, my friend. We will miss you desperately, but I sure hope we get a chance to catch up on the other side of this experience. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Pam.
We will see a lot of Pam. You will as well. Don't worry about that.
What's a weekend?
Well, earlier, if you were watching the show just a little while ago, Dr. Pastor talked about retirement and the timing of it.
Back in 1984, I met a different doctor with a different retirement experience. Here's today's Traveler Throwback.
Dr. Jim Heersma planned to retire on this 80-acre farm hidden among the hills south of Blue River. After years of practicing medicine, from the Marshfield Clinic to a private pediatrician practice in the suburbs of St. Louis, Jim and his wife Dorothy, a medical technician, just wanted to take it easy for a while.
We just enjoy our hills and birds and outdoor life and garden and the lifestyle that we enjoy.
They just wanted to take it easy, growing vegetables, raising chickens, building that solar log cabin they always dreamed of. Jim is never happier than when he's tooling around on his ancient Ford tractor. But the retirement didn't last long, just 3 months. Blue River and neighboring Muscadet needed a doctor. They found out that Jim and Dorothy moved to the area, and now the retirement has turned into office hours that run from 8 in the morning until 6:30 at night sometimes. They treat some 30 patients a day in their downtown Muscoda Medical Center. But in a small town, the thing that drew Jim and Dorothy back to work is that they're not only doctors and patients, they're friends and neighbors, too.
Patient relationships, I think, are closer in a smaller town. As we've been here longer, all of a sudden, a whole relation falls into place of people that you didn't know were related or in-laws and so on. You never talk about anybody because it might be their second cousin once removed.
He's like, we just got here,
It occasionally makes it a little harder on you when somebody becomes severely ill and you know them as an individual and the whole family. Why, you're just about ready to bawl with the rest of them when something goes wrong.
Years ago, there were no doubt hundreds of doctors like Jim Heersma, doctors who treat their friends during the day and gather eggs from their chicken coop at night. But there are fewer of them around today, doctors that still make house calls.
We basically got a love affair with the area here. They're wonderful to us, and we really love them. We have the best of both worlds.
Mark Kane, News 3, traveling in Muscoda.
That's great. So you never know what might happen.
You never know what's down the road.
That's right.
Well, up next, we're hitting the road with Harvey Briggs.
When we come back, we're checking out the second generation of the all-electric Nissan Leaf. We're going behind the wheel when Live at 4 continues.
Explore the essence of creativity in this month's Madison magazine. Set your own creative path with inspiration from local innovators. Then feast your eyes on Wisconsin's cheese renaissance. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning 9 awards in the Milwaukee Press Club Excellence in Wisconsin Journalism Competition, including top honors for Best Single Story or Feature Design and Best Feature Photograph.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
It's time now for your first warn traffic. Pretty green out there right now. Not looking at too many slowdowns. Just a little bit of a slowdown southbound on the 51. But Beltline and Interstate both green at this hour. Looking closer at the downtown area. Just a few slowdowns here and there, but nothing dramatic at this hour. And if we look closer at the interstate down south towards Janesville, green in both directions. And that's also the case up north towards Wisconsin Dells, looking at speeds around 70 miles per hour. Looking closer specifically at some of the times, green both eastbound and westbound, 15 minutes. And then Sun Parade downtown, we are looking at 17 minutes. And that's your first warn traffic.
Mark, I can't believe it. You're retiring. I expect to see you on some extra long cruises now, and I'm sure the dogs will love to have you around more often as well. Congrats on a great career in Madison, and best of luck in the future.
That's our former producer, Christopher. He now works in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, evening anchor WCCO, the CBS-owned station.
That's right, and he's anchoring, I think, the 5 and 6 p.m. shows, so he got
He's
a little
not
bit
anchoring.
Producing. He got a little bit of a promotion.
These producers that I hone go all over the country.
Yes, they do. And it's fun for everybody at home to get to see the people behind the scenes, too.
Absolutely.
Well, if you're thinking about buying an electric vehicle, but you really can't afford one, maybe you can.
There is one on the market for under $30,000. Let's find out what it is as we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs. It's the mass market car that really started the electric vehicle trend.
That's right, Mark. This is the Nissan Leaf. They first came out with this model in 2011. A couple of years ago, they refreshed it, updated it, got a little longer, became much more capable vehicle, longer range, all that kind of stuff. And it actually looks decent now.
So, when it first came out, I thought Leaf, it's environment, it's green.
Right.
But it actually stands for something.
Right. LEAF stands for Leading Environmentally Friendly, Affordable Family Car. So
now they tell us.
Now they tell us, exactly.
The affordable part of that acronym might be pushing it a bit, especially in our SV Plus test model, which stickers at
$38,500 for this, which is essentially a subcompact economy car. When you look at the entry level of this car at $28,000, then it makes a little more sense.
The industry has largely moved on from vehicles like the Leaf. The interior is cramped, both for passengers and cargo. And at $38,000, as we mentioned, for the SV Plus model, there's a lot to be desired.
So it has a lot more in it in terms of technology content, battery, a number of other things, but it still feels like an economy car. I mean, you've got hard surfaces here.
Plastic all over.
You know, the screen, even on this upgraded model, is just an 8-inch touchscreen now. You're getting a vehicle for a fairly affordable price, but you're getting what you pay for. If people want to spend $36,000 on a vehicle, I think there are other options that maybe make more sense, even if you want to go all electric.
And when it comes to all electric, range is a huge selling point. And that's where we hit a bump in the road with the Leaf. Originally back in 2011, the Leaf got about 100 miles per charge. Today, the $28,000 entry Leaf is only good for 149 miles. The SV Plus gets a bigger battery, which takes longer to charge, but achieves a higher range of 214 miles, and that's under perfect conditions. That might not work for a lot of drivers.
I know when they brought it up to me, they actually stopped in Rockford to give it a little more charge so they could get it all the way to Madison from Chicago. This works as a town car, right? Something you're going to have in and around town. You're not going to do cross-country driving with this car. Even going to Milwaukee and back is something that you would really have to plan if you were going to drive this vehicle.
And it's not a fast charger. It takes an hour to go from 0 to 80%. Some other vehicles can do that in 18 minutes.
So if you don't have a level 2 charger at home, you drive further than, say, 40 miles a day, this car, each way, this car's not going to work for you.
And they're threatening to discontinue this in a year or so.
Yeah, and you can see why. It's fine. It'll do the job, and for the right person, great. But this is not a mass market EV anymore.
And that person ain't you.
No, not me. No, we like to have a little more fun than we will in cars like this.
Harvey said, actually, if you're going to spend that kind of money, the new Prius would be a better option. It's a hybrid.
Okay, that's
so
good to know.
You've got range, and
Yeah.
it's a much better car.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's true. You get what you pay for in some ways. Right.
And that's my last trip with Harvey. You're going to take over behind the wheel?
Look out.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Harvey, for all of the years of behind the wheel. It's been fantastic. Well, the final check of your forecast coming up.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on January 11th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
You wouldn't pour OJ this way, and you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour. Only at Menards. Dutch Boy paints make transforming your world easy.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win. How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on January 11th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
New at 5, all eyes are on the coming winter storm on Friday, how the homeless population is handling the wind and cold temperatures coming. Plus, a pack of new bills could help combat human trafficking. We reveal how Wisconsin is taking a stand in just a few moments.
After 5 decades on the road, News 3 Now's Traveler is calling it a wrap.
You've done so many stories.
Thousands. And 3 or 4 good ones.
I'm talking to the dynamic duo who made TV magic. Thursday at 10.
The snowfall forecast for tonight will bring in about 1 to 3, maybe up to 4 inches of snow. So when you see the snowfall in the morning, just remember that is not the alert day. That is Thursday night through Saturday morning. That's when we're going to see the alert day. We could see over 10 inches of snow for a few locations, especially for Madison and areas south. Further north and west, still going to see around 6 to 10 inches. And as we look at the temperature forecast after the snow, we are going to see very cold temperatures with highs in the single digits. Low temperatures will likely be below 0 for several days, and each and every morning next week, wind chill values will easily drop below 0. We could see wind chill values in the -20s, possibly close to -30. So winter is definitely coming, and all that snow that we saw yesterday and all the snow we are going to see moving forward, with the temperatures falling, it's certainly not going anywhere. So I would advise everyone to possibly prepare tomorrow for that snow, because for the most part, we're not going to see a ton of snow tomorrow, just some light flurries. And then Friday, we could see blizzard-like conditions, especially in the evening.
Ouch.
Winter. Finally it's here.
With a vengeance. All right, Jacob, thank you. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4. We'll show you the largest collection of 45 records in our Traveler Throwback.
And speaking of throwbacks, former co-anchor Beth Zerbakken joins us to look back at our time on air together. That's tomorrow here on Live at 4.
Your energy bills have never been higher, up 30 to 60% depending on how you heat your home. Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. We can help lower your energy bills and make your home more cozy. It starts with a visit by our Dr. Energy Saver team. We'll pinpoint your problem areas and show you how we can help. And now's the time to call. With 75% off installation labor, financing for 60 months, and a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now, because this doctor makes house calls.
Welcome back to Portage Furniture Store, your forever furniture store. Mr. Aaron Ayers, what does that mean?
Welcome back, Emmy. Yes, when we talk about forever furniture, we talk about generation-lasting, heirloom-quality custom furniture. Case in point, we live it every day. My wife and I, we have a chair in our home that my grandfather sold to my wife's grandparents. Generation-lasting, third-generation-lasting furniture.
Long before you and Jen had met. That's an incredible story.
We find love at Portage Furniture.
He can promise that right there. And still free delivery, amazing service from your crew.
We talk about it all the time, the best in the business. Bring it in, set it up for you, move it left, move it right. They are the best.
They're gonna take care of you. And it looks like the fourth generation, they're just swooping right in. They're making some decisions here, Aaron.
They're trying to kick us out the door as quick as they can. They're anxious and they're ready to go.
Kenley, are you ready to work in the store someday?
Yeah, I was born ready.
That a girl. High five. We've all had those moments in businesses where you see the salesperson come at you and you're like, oh man, I haven't even had a second to look. Except that doesn't happen when you come to Portage Furniture.
That's right. Really, it's a pressure-free environment. Really no pressure at all. We like the customers to be able to get a chance to look around, to really sit down on the furniture, to lay down on the mattresses, to really, again, have the no pressure atmosphere here at the store.
Absolutely. But they also know their stuff. So when you're ready, when you need them, when you have the questions for them, they're going to be here and they're ready to go.
Yeah, that's right. You know, our staff and our salespeople are very well knowledgeable and they know the product and everything too. So any questions, they're here for you.
From the entire Portage Furniture family, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
In our final touch, what are we doing in our final touch? Okay, they say bigger is better.
But smaller can be way more surreal. The 2023 Close-Up Photographer of the Year winners have been revealed, and these staggering images prove good things indeed come in small packages. Selected from over 100 finalists in categories like plants, insects, underwater landscapes, and more, these are the cream of the crop, showcasing small wonders of the world in intimate and special moments captured with the utmost skill and precision, like this tiny slime mold growth adorned with a literal crown of ice. Here it is. It was so delicate the photographer's breath threatened to melt it. Or an army of wood ants futilely defending its nest by spraying a volley of airborne acid at the camera. There was stained glass, looking more like stained glass when viewed under a microscope, or a water reflection at a botanical garden that looks more like an impressionist painting than a still photo. These impressive works won their respective categories, but it was this black and white moment captured from inside a hollowed-out tree stump at a Hungarian forest that earned the overall winner of the annual Creative Competition Awards. There's a bird flying by.
They're all spectacular.
Isn't it amazing?
It is amazing.
To have that kind of talent. Maybe I'll do that.
There you go.
Photograph small ants. Got it? Heaven goes right. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.